Hello, Just Too Good here, back for the special video, and today I'm going to be discussing my most anticipated January 2016 sets releasing from LEGO. Now, keep in mind that these are all my personal ones that I'm looking forward to, that I most want, and I'm not really grading them by which one I think is the best. It's just the ones I want the most for my own personal reasons, which you'll hear throughout the video. And these are only sets that are released in the United States in January, so this doesn't include themes like Ninjago, which are released around the world in January, but not in the United States, and other themes like Angry Birds, Speed Champions, Elves, Some Dimensions, Mighty Micros, 60 Bat Cave, or even the Minecraft sets, which are all planned for spring releases in the United States. So without further ado, let's get straight into this list, and you guys will see which ones are my favorites. And also, please, in the comments below, express your own lists and which ones you want the most, and I'll check them out, and I'll see if I agree or if I don't agree. So let's get into this. So at number 15, it's the LEGO City Ferry. Now this is a set that we kind of got pictures of late, but honestly it's not a disappointment whatsoever. It's a breath of fresh air for LEGO City because we haven't gotten a ferry set ever released in the theme before. And it looks like it could be somewhere around $30 in the United States or even $35, and I would be totally satisfied with that price. You get a nice car, you get two good minifigures, and I really like how the girl has Black Widow's hair. And the actual ferry itself, like I said, it's just a new vehicle that we haven't gotten before, and it's pretty good in its execution. Sure, some people say it's a little bit flat, but I really like it, and maybe you'll see a review of this very, very soon. So number 14 is the LEGO Friends Supermarket. This spot was originally held by Livy's Popstar House, but the more I looked at that, the interior of it is pretty disappointing, and it's like a weaker version of Stephanie's Beach House, but more expensive. This set, on the other hand, has a great interior, great pieces. I love the chocolate bar, the sushi, the watermelon, and it's just overall just a really awesome set more and more that I look at it. The interior is not bad whatsoever, it looks great. The exterior, I guess, is it's not the best. Like I prefer probably the Popstar House's exterior more than this one, but I still think that this will be a great price, probably around $30 to $40. You even get like a little shopping cart. Honestly, I'm super hyped for this set, and I'll probably put it in LEGO City because the outside's neutral enough to fit it in a LEGO City. At number 13 is Moltres Lava Smasher. Now, this is a $20 Nexo Knight set, and I first wanted to get this because of Moltres himself, who looks freaking fantastic. I love that minifigure. But the more I looked at it, the actual set itself is actually really good, especially for its price. Aaron is one of my favorite of the Knights. I love how he came out, or actually I can't even say favorite because I like all the Knights. And he looks great, and this is the cheapest way to get the regular version of him. And you get one of those nice books, but also the actual vehicle of Moltres Lava Smasher is pretty darn good. I mean, it looks awesome. I like the use of the brown pieces and the translucent orange pieces, and it seems to have a cool play feature where if you move it, it kind of moves the little thrashers on the side, which will turn out pretty cool. So just a pretty darn good set for $20. Number 12 is a Venjet from LEGO Marvel Superheroes. Now this is based off the comics, not really a movie, but I'm really impressed with this set. The Venjet itself is, actually it was first appeared, I found out, in an Avengers Assemble kind of TV show, and it looks pretty darn cool. I love the color scheme on it where it's white and red, and it's kind of a spaceship that you wouldn't see in any other themes. I like the dual cockpit kind of feature, and it looks like it can split up, which is really awesome as well. Other parts of the set is, of course, the minifigures. Thanos, we finally got him as a big fig as well, and he's just missing his Infinity Gauntlet, but other than that, I love how he came out, even his little goofy smile. Also, we got Hyperion, who is not a minifigure that I was really looking forward to, but he looks great. I love his color scheme of red and gold, just missing those dual-molded boots that I wish he had, along with Captain America having those. Captain Marvel finally has a minifigure. She looks awesome. I like how she has an alternate face as well. And then we got the Gemini suit of Iron Man, which honestly isn't too accurate to how it appears in other medias, but it still looks pretty cool if it's white colors. And I guess the Captain America minifigure is kind of disappointing because it's the same one that appears in that smaller set, but with a little jetpack. Oh well. Other than that, I mean, this set's pretty darn good. I just hope it's not $70. And if it is $70, ugh. But still, I'd still buy it either way, and I'm still looking forward to it. Number 11 is Ultimate Maisie. Now, all the Ultimate sets are good besides that Beastmaster one in my opinion, but this one's my favorite because I love the translucent red color. It's a color that you don't see too often, It looks great on the Maisie minifigure, but also it's one of the best deals because it's 101 pieces for $10, which is a great price. You got 3 Nexo powers, but yeah, the main draw of this is the minifigure, and I don't mind paying $10 for one like really exclusive minifigure with a little bit of a build and lots of cool pieces in it. I like that shield piece. I like those little mini pyramid pieces that come here, and I love how she has a little Gatling gun blaster. So that's it for Ultimate Maisie, but high on my list for such a small set. Alright, so number 10 on my list is the First Order Battle Pack. Now this one is really the cheapest way to get the First Order Stormtrooper, and that's a big draw of the set. I love that. Then you got the First Order Heavy Artillery Stormtrooper. He's exclusive to the set, which is great. He's a great looking minifigure. But I wish I would have included another Stormtrooper and swap out the First Order Officer and put the First Order Officer's face on the First Order crew, because I love that head print on him. I just love the First Order crew so much more, and I feel like the First Order Officer is kind of unnecessary. So if they swapped that out for another Stormtrooper, this set would have been much higher on my list. But as it stands, it's a pretty good battle pack. But I love the minifigure selection here. The build itself is not really that good, but who cares? So this next set includes, I guess you could say, spoilers for the Force Awakens. It's one of those 2 Force Awakens sets for this January line. So I won't say anything that you guys isn't shown in this set. I'm just saying I heard people complaining about last time I showed them how they're spoilers or something. So if you want to skip it, skip to this part of the video. All right. Anyways, as I'm saying, this set right here is a Resistance Troop Transport. This set's a lot more expensive than I first thought, but I love the design of this ship. It's like a different style of like a B-Wing. And the minifigures included are great as well. You got 2 Resistance Troopers who have that nice new little helmet mold. And you got General Leia. A lot of people are going to want this set for General Leia because it's an older version of Leia from the original trilogy. And then you got Admiral Akbar once again, but this is an updated version to fit The Force Awakens. So I really do like how this set came out. There's not much else I could say about it, but I just think the design of it is great. And even the interior, it's a little bit empty, but I still like how much space you actually get in it. Number 8 is Murloc Library 2.0. Now this is a $30 set according to Brickset, and honestly this set is great for the minifigures alone, but then the build itself I quite like. Now Ava, she is the minifigure I want the most from here. Just everything about the minifigure is awesome. I love how she has like a little printed game system, it looks like, on like a 1x2 tile. Her hairpiece is a new color for that piece, and her face print is adorable. I like how she doesn't have lipstick, because I don't like how all the female minifigures have lipstick, just because I want some variation in my Lego City or whatever. And her torso and legs are great as well. Also you get the Lance guy, which he's pretty cool. This is a cheap way to get that normal version of him. The enemy minifigure is not that cool, but the actual library itself, it could connect to the fortress, which is awesome. And I like how much, like how it's kind of like a playset build, because it looks like it's a little bit of like a watchtower or whatever, which I think is pretty cool. So that's it for Murloc Library 2.0. Number 7 is Infern Knox Captures the Queen. This set barely moved up my list, beating out the Murloc Library set. I just love the build of Infern Knox. I think it's such an awesome freaking build. It's like a big lava monster, and he has like a little, looks like a mallet or something that's deadly, and he just looks like he's just such a cool build. I don't know, I like how that came out. Then you also get Aaron's little Robo Horse, which I like those little Robo Horse builds. And you get the Queen, who's an awesome minifigure. Love her face print. So yeah, there's not much else I could say about this set, except it's basically what I thought about Moltres Lava Smasher, but as like a big lava monster. And the price is pretty cheap according to Brickset, 25 bucks. So that's a pretty good deal. Number 6 is the Doc Brown Fun Pack. You may be wondering why this is so high on my list, and there's 2 reasons. First off, I love Back to the Future. I don't know if you guys know this, but the original Back to the Future is in my top 5 favorite films of all time. And the reason why I love this set so much is because of the new hairpiece. It's just because of that one piece, which is kind of sad. But it's so important to get this new hairpiece, because from the Lego Idea set, Doc Brown's hair didn't look so accurate and didn't fit so well. So a new exclusive molding that fits basically almost exactly how he looks in the movie, it just makes me so happy to get it, and it's so important for me to get this set. Other than that, I mean, the Doc Brown minifigure, getting him once again Just to see the same version as the idea set besides the hairpiece is, exciting. But I don't care about the mini builds in LEGO Dimension, and the Jules Verne train is from my least favorite Back to the Future movie. But still, just getting that Doc Brown minifigure with the new hairpiece, it makes me so happy. So that's why this is so high on my list. Sure, it's not the greatest deal out there, but it's a pretty darn good set for that one piece. That's kind of sad to say out loud. On number 5, you got Clash of Heroes, which is the Batman v Superman smallest set. Now this set has basically everything I want for the Batman v Superman theme. You got Superman versing Batman, the only set where they're actually conflicted against each other. You got Superman's new hairpiece, Batman's new armored suit, which I thought was so awesome from the first trailer. Unfortunately, you don't get Wonder Woman, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. And then you got a playset, which is the only playset out of the 3 sets, which is kind of sad. And yeah, I mean, there's not much else to expand upon except it covers those 3 points that I really wanted, and it's a cheap price, which is really a great part to boot. So that's it for Clash of Heroes. Alright, I guess I have to warn you, the next set is the Battle on Takkan and Dokkan, or whatever the heck you call it, from Star Wars The Force Awakens. So if you don't want to get that spoiled for you, skip to this part of the video as you can see on the screen. Alright, that's over with? Okay. So the Battle on Takka, whatever the heck it's called, is a set that it's a playset, alright? I wanted a Force Awakens playset for a while, but it comes with Kylo Ren, and an exclusive version at that, because he has his actual face print. That's awesome, okay? And then it comes with Maz Kanata. That's awesome, because she seems to have a big role in the movie. She looks accurate to how she appears in the movie, even though I think she looks weird in the movie, but whatever. And it has 2 First Order Stormtroopers and Finn, who I love the Finn minifigure, so I don't mind getting another one of him. So the minifigures in this set I think are exceptional. Then the actual build itself is a playset, and I like how the playset looks. Sure, it's just a part of a big castle or whatever, which I wish they would have put the big castle, but then it would have made this set more expensive or whatever. But I like that ancient look to it. It's something that you don't see too much in LEGO sets, where they have these nice brown colors to it. And I don't know, I just love the colors on this, and I love just a simple build to it. Even though it's just part of a castle, I think it still looks awesome. And yeah, that's it for the Battle on Takadaka, or whatever the heck it's called. I'm hoping it's around $50 to $60. Number 3 is the King's Mech. Now, this is a set you guys all know I really liked. I love this mech right here. And I just found out it's $40 according to Brickset, which is an awesome price for it. And the King's Mech, it looks awesome. It's a knight as a mech, but it has trans orange and it has a big sword, and it looks awesome. It's like my favorite mech in years. Then you got the King minifigure, who's awesome. He has new color, hair, and beard and everything. He has awesome gold armor. And then you got like a little evil guy who looks pretty cool. He looks pretty ripped, like he could wreck something. And you got this little night bot for the king, who I think is exclusive as well. I don't know. I've expressed this a billion times why I like this set. But so I'm not going to go on it too much here. But yeah, King's Mech, pretty darn awesome. Alright, so Ghostbusters HQ is number 2. Now this set is so cool. I mean, it has everything a Ghostbusters fan would like, and I am a fan of Ghostbusters. Sure, it wasn't my favorite movie growing up as a child, but I still really liked it. And it has all 12 minifigures, and most of them are exclusive. That's awesome just to start off with. But it's a building, and you guys know I love building sets, like actual buildings, especially ones that open up kind of like a dollhouse and you can play around with them inside. Those are my favorite types of sets. That's why I love the Simpsons sets, and plus I love the Simpsons. That's also why I love the Simpsons sets. And this one has all the stuff you can play in. It reminds me a lot of a Simpsons set. It's direct to consumer, and it's kind of like a dollhouse type build. There's a little arcade, there's a kitchen area, there's the little research lab, all these little parts that you would remember from the Ghostbusters movies, all packed into this one set, and I think it's just the quintessential set for any Ghostbuster fan out there. Sure, it's really expensive, but I think it's justified for its price because it has such a high piece count, and it's like one of the largest sets out there. So that's it for the Ghostbusters HQ. And my most anticipated LEGO 2016 winter set is LEGO Minifigures Series 15. Now, if you thought about this beforehand, you're probably like, oh yeah, that's going to be number 1. But you guys know I love the LEGO Minifigures lineup. And this one is a series that's original from LEGO. It's not licensed or anything. And I can't find one minifigure that I don't like here. Honestly, that's something that I haven't been able to say for a long time. Or maybe even ever for an original non-licensed LEGO minifigure series. Each minifigure has their own strengths and weaknesses. Some of my favorites in here include some great new moldings, like the tribal woman, who includes that new baby molding, which looks fantastic. The clumsy guy, who has new crutch pieces, that's extremely usable. And I like his cast and his little bandage cap. That's going to be something that I could use definitely outside of that setting as well. There's some surprise good ones, like Laser Robot. I wasn't expecting to be as good as he is, but I really ended up liking that guy. Sure, they put a lot of robots in the series, but I think this one has such a cool color scheme with those blue colors that I'm really kind of fancying that minifigure. Also, some other ones I didn't expect to like were the Kendo Fighter, who has another great color scheme with blue on it, and 2 kind of wooden katanas, which is very useful. And then there's some other great new moldings, like the Skunk Mold, which the Animal Control Officer is probably the worst minifigure here, just because the minifigure herself is very bland, but her 2 accessories are fantastic, so I can't really complain about that one. Or the Janitor's Mop Mold, which looks great, or the little mini Mace Mold, Black Widow's hair in black, and then there's just some really cool minifigures overall, like the Queen with that new dress piece. So I'm in love with this series, can't wait to get my hands on it, and that's it for my most anticipated sets of 2016, at least for January. What do you guys think? You can express your most anticipated lists down below, and I'll see you guys later.